Yeah, good morning, everybody. Let's see. Is this it? Is that it? Hey, look, I figured it out. No, that camera sucks. Nope, wrong one. Nope. Hey, there we go. All right, we'll get it there. Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to Rich and the Freaking Nobody. Patrick is out sick. Brandon's not here. Does this mouse work? No, this is computer. Okay. I'm the only one that showed up. Good morning. What's up? How you doing, Latasha? How you doing, Tactical? Yeah. So welcome everybody. It's Wednesday. We're gonna try and figure this one out. It's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna get through it. It's probably gonna be a quick show. I have no idea. I have no update on where the dude. I was literally. You know what? Now I can't. Hang on. I gotta see here. All right. The intro song. No, I did play it, didn't I? Isn't that this one?
Know when you see them, cause they're so real. Already know exactly how you feel.
I played it. Anyways, I do feel like this is a freaking Wheel of Pain, like, punishment or something. If it's not, it should be. This is gonna be great. All right. So listen, y'all. Let me hit this off the start. And I know I was planning on talking about it today, because I know there's been a lot of questions about it in the Wise Guys. So they had posted on Facebook. They had posted on Facebook about the Wise Guys. Oh, okay. But thank you, Tactical. So for anybody that was wanting an update on the Patrick situation with his debit card, apparently his money is on its way back. I know Brandon was asking about that, but Brandon's not here, so it's just me. That's it. No idea what I'm doing. We're syncing already. We're 3 minutes into it. Anyways, Wise Guys, map to the playoffs. So this is how it all works out, right? Man, I gotta get those. All right, I'm gonna have to step away. I'll get it. Yeah. Jim said Patrick's still trying to find clean underwear after his Sanders dream. Yeah, I guess so, man. I don't know. He hit me up, man. I was ready for today, like, cause today's Wednesday, yeah. So tomorrow I'm heading out. I'll be on the show, and then 7:00 at night I board in Little Rock to fly up to Watersmeet, Michigan to announce for the Midget Wrestling Warriors. So I won't be here Friday, cause I'll be up there doing that. But yeah, I was ready this morning. I went to bed early last night. I finally got to sleep at a decent time. I woke up at like 4:30 this morning, just woke up, had a cup of coffee, not a Mountain Dew. I do have a Mountain Dew now. But yeah, and I was ready to rock and roll. And then all of a sudden my train got derailed. What's up, Mistress? How you doing? Thanks. So, all right, Wise Guys. This is the way it works. This game this Saturday, super important, y'all. So in order to host, so this is the map to the playoffs, all right? In order to host a playoff game, we win Saturday, the Ozark Lunkers would win, and then we would move to the number 2 seed, which would actually give us home field advantage in the playoffs. If we lose, which we won't, but if the Wise Guys lose, then we would have to pray that the Goats lose, and then we would move to the number 4 seed, and we would still advance to the playoffs, but we would not host anything. Top 4 teams get to go to the playoffs. And the reason why we also say pray the Goats lose is because this week they face the Eau Claire Axemen, which was our opening game. And the Axemen, they've got some improving to do, definitely during the off season for sure. But again, that's only if we lose, which we won't. We're gonna win. Why? Because y'all are gonna come out and show some love and support for the Wise Guys. So to advance, if we win Saturday, we're in. If we lose, which we won't, and the Goats win, then we also would not advance. So, yeah, playing against the Goats, man. And let me tell you though, bro, like that is who we played this last Saturday is the St. Joseph Goats. And that is the new, well, I guess the Kelsey brothers are involved in owning it somehow now. They were not at the game that I know of. But anyways, dude, that team is legit. Like, this was a very much revenge game for us this last Saturday, and thank God we pulled off the win. But understand, like, when we went to their home, they served us up a nice slice of humble pie. We'll just put it that way. It was a rough game, and they are very like they're a very rush offense. What's up, Betty? Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate that. But yeah, they're very much rush offense. So like they were not huddling at all during the game. It was like bam, the whistle gets blown, the play gets called, they're back on the ball ready to snap. Sometimes even before like the wise guys were fully lined up. It was crazy to see. I've never seen football played like that for 4 quarters straight. So, but wise guys were ready for him this week. This last week had their number down and were able to control the tempo of the game. And man, it was a nail biter still, but it was a great game. But anyways, that's a map to the playoffs. Yeah, tactical. So I got to catch up on Patrick's here. Yeah, his coffee's still here and a pile of Yeah, see, I'm not the only one that leaves, empty Mountain Dew bottles laying around. Patrick leaves his coffee cups and half-drank water bottles, Anyways, so that's how the wise guys get to the playoff. Next game coming up this Saturday in Hot Springs, Banco ZK Arena, Oaklawn Field. Shout out to all the sponsors, man. And I'm going to give a shout out to Spa City Hit List, too. They're kind of like a new, vlog of action going on around Hot Springs. But gave a shout out to them at the arena. They caught me doing my thing and made a little video and posted it on TikTok about it. So shout out to them, man. But good time, lots of fun if y'all can make it out. In fact, I'm going to give you a chance to make it out. So we had talked about this yesterday. And I don't think we actually ever gave any out, so I'll give out 2 packs today. But here's the deal. Go hit that like and subscribe button. Whether you're watching on Facebook, whatever, please go over to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. Join in on the comments on YouTube. Let me know, you subscribed, say what's up. Join the show within the show, really. Tactical's in there, Doggy, Degenerate Jim, Latasha, everybody. It's our show within the show. So go join the chat over there. Hit the like and subscribe button. Share it out, and let me know that. I'm gonna put everybody's name in a list, and later on, I'm gonna give out 4-pack of tickets, family 4-pack of tickets to the Wise Guys this weekend. Does that sound cool with y'all? Yeah. They authorized me to, so all weekend long, even on Friday while I'm not here, everybody's going to have a chance to get a family 4-pack of tickets to the Wise Guys game this Saturday. So all you got to do, hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Join in on the comments on there. Say what's up so I can get your name. And yeah, we'll see if we can give out some tickets today. So, all right, I guess while we're here, we might as well go ahead and get into some news. I was looking over some things this morning. Let's see. So apparently the Department of Justice is meeting with, forgive me, I can never pronounce her name. What is it? Ghislaine Maxwell. A top official with the Department of Justice is working to arrange a meeting with her. Longtime associate of Jeffrey Epstein, according to Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. He has communicated with Maxwell's counsel to determine whether she would be willing to speak with prosecutors from the department. Basically, they're going to try and talk to her about accomplices to Epstein's crimes to see if anyone else should be charged. Blanche said he expects to meet with Maxwell in the coming days and noted the outreach was at the direction of Attorney General Pam Bondi. Blah, 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 blah. But apparently critics of the move say it's the first step towards like Maxwell and negotiating for freedom. So, which I mean, since there's no list, she might as well, yeah. All right, what's going on in comments? I see fix the name. Rich said it better. What? Dude, not at all, man. Yeah, doggy, if you want tickets, bro, uh, shoot me your email address. I will get you some. Let me know how many you need. But again, y'all, because I know y'all are in the YouTube. But yeah, please, if you're listening on Facebook or wherever, jump on YouTube, Patrick and the People. Give us a subscribe on there. We're trying to get to that 1,000 mark. Y'all that are in there already, please share it out on all the platforms. You know, throw it up on Facebook and direct them right over to YouTube, because as soon as we get to that 1,000, like, we can do so much cool stuff, especially with the rankings and everything, and make it really fun. We can have, like, games and stuff, and dude, like, I have so much ready to go for it. We just got to get to that 1,000, y'all. So you helped us get to 500, help us get to the 1,000. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Everybody's saying this, which I doubt. I think that, you know, obviously it started going through the list and getting to somebody in power, and they squashed it pretty quick there. Oh yeah, there's no list. Okay, yeah, it got, you know, deleted and burned and whatever. So I don't know why she's not free already. I mean, anyways. That's awesome. We've gotten 7 so far. Well, that's just since this morning. What's up, Next Wave Healing? Dovey, how you doing? So, awesome, y'all. Keep them coming in. Keep sharing it out. Thank you. Again, family 4-pack of tickets to the Wise Guys this Saturday. Come on out for the last home game. Cheer them on and help them get that number 2 playoff spot, man. Number 2 seed, we get to host a game. That means I get to announce for it. Dude, let's do it. That sounds awesome. So apparently OpenAI CEO has come out and said the good and bad that AI is going to bring. And we've all talked about this. You know, while it's fun to use for, you know, roasting each other, or as Tactical Turkey and I did the other day, we had a lovely rap battle till he ran out of credits. I'm still waiting on those songs, man. I was gonna load them in and play everything. Anyways, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman has basically come out and said that AI is going to eliminate entire job categories. Yeah, we've already said that, including customer service, and it's going to become a destructive weapon used by nations around the world. Apparently speaking at a conference in Washington, D.C. this week, Altman said AI will make the need for human customer support obsolete. He also said that while he likes to have a human doctor, his company's ChatGPT is better at diagnosis. He also expressed concern over a hostile nation possibly using AI to do something like attack financial systems and enable sophisticated fraud schemes. Yeah, all valid. All, again, things that we've talked about. So, like, welcome to the party. Hey, what's up? Yeah, Wildly in the chat, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Tactical, what are you talking about? Anyways, so yeah, again, y'all, what are your opinions on it? I mean, I know it's fun to mess with, and ChatGPT, you know, dude, it can be used for so much, and I'm discovering it every day, and it is scary. And, you know, outside of doing all this and the announcing and everything, like, I was looking to see what your comment is, because I can't see it fully on the screen, but I appreciate that, Tactical. I don't know that it would, you know? That's actually a really good thing. Now, is it, and there's a lot of, like, push against it. I don't know how long it's going to last for, but within the voiceover community, using AI has been a huge pushback, and something that a lot of voiceover artists have to look out for. Because they're sneaky about it, especially on those sites like Fiverr and everything. You know, they'll offer you, and that's why a lot of them started charging, like, you know, broadcasting rights or whatever, essentially, as they do, or as they call it. Because they would, you know, they'd want you to read a couple lines from a script as an audition, and then and then take that and take your voice and put it into AI. And so yeah, it's definitely been a thing. But no, I don't think that it'll ever replace announcers, um, because again, as we talked about the other day, people, when you go to a concert, and like taking your phone away, I think I read about that there was one artist that, is taking people's phones away and things. You're there for the experience. And, having, to me, having that live announcer there is part of that experience. Obviously not the main experience. The main experience is seeing the wrestlers perform and everything, but, um, I don't know that AI would ever take over in that sense. So right, absolutely. I said AI. It just depends on the user, obviously, if it's done responsibly. No, you're absolutely right. But this is also the CEO of OpenAI that's coming out and saying, "Look, this is what it's gonna do." Um, right, right. Bicentennial Man, was that the one with Robin Williams? Was that? I think that's the one with right. If that's the one that I'm thinking of, yes, I have seen that, and that was an amazing movie. So, oh yeah, yeah, tactical, yeah. But I mean, essentially, like that's what it does. It rapidly searches the internet for any information it can find, and it learns from all that information, and then it retains that. Like I can go to both Grok and ChatGPT, and it knows, all about my announcing career, and just everything. But it's also because I've told it about that. So and I wouldn't be surprised, like especially, and that's really how it works. Like so, I put in probably a little bit of information about Patrick and the people into it, which it was able to pull from. And then if you're putting in information about it, it's going to pull that together and tie it. And then that's how you have 100 million people do that, and that's how it takes over. So, little doggy says this doesn't know who he is. So, um, Bicentennial Man's Mr. Mayhem's one of her favorite movies, Gayer Springs Road. So, but yeah, I mean, again, is it going to take over? Probably, if we let it. Um, you know, do I definitely see it taking out job categories? Absolutely. My regular job is essentially remote technical support, but I know I could be replaced by an AI. Um, do I think that it's going to happen in my lifetime? I don't know. I don't know that it would because you know, there's still a lot of work to be done with it, and there's still a lot of like automatic kind of just angst, I guess I would say, and hate towards AI that there's enough of us that are still just going to sit there and jam the button on the phone until we get a real person that I don't think it's going to take over, right? At least within my lifetime. Um, but hey, I could be wrong. What do I know? I just, yell people's names real loud and chill on a podcast. So, I don't know if anybody cares, but apparently Hannah Brown and Adam Woolard are already married. Bachelorette star and her fiance. Okay, if you care, the Bachelorette people got married. I thought that was like part of the show. Wasn't that like in the contract or something after it? You have to get married. I don't know. Anyways, uh, that's funny, doggy. That's hilarious. My biggest worry. So, Mistress said, my biggest worry about AI is it's such an echo chamber for people with issues. It just encourages their thoughts and behavior. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Um, yeah, see, exactly. Thank you. Mia said, absolutely, her insurance call center is using AI and it was frustrating. Yeah, Dude, it's, I hate it when I have to call up Walgreens or CVS for a pharmacy, prescription and sit there and talk to that thing just trying to talk to a pharmacist. Like 2 minutes in, I'm like, let me talk to someone. So that's why I don't, will it become more prevalent? Absolutely. Absolutely. It already has. Think back to the last time that you walked inside of a McDonald's and there was more than one employee behind the register counters. Like, it's all AI now. It's all, they got those order stations right there. You slide your card through, you pick it up. Don't even have to say anything outside of, the obvious, like, hey, can I speak to the manager because you forgot? Yeah. Anyways. Apparently the doctor in the Matthew Perry death is going to plead guilty today. Department of Justice says Dr. Salvador, whatever his last name is, will plead guilty in Los Angeles to 4 counts of distribution of ketamine. He could get up to 40 years in prison. It says accused of getting the drug and delivering it to Perry's home at least 7 times. Another doctor, Mark Chavez, pleaded guilty to distributing ketamine in October 2024. He'll be sentenced in September. Of course, everybody remembers Perry passed away from a ketamine overdose at his home in October 2023. And sad day, y'all. I don't know what to say. Was a good run. It's amazing to me. But obviously, everybody knows we don't have to, drag it on or anything. Ozzy passed away yesterday. Shortly after his farewell tour, like it was just a week or so ago. But obviously sad. So the rock community, of course, in mourning today, and yeah, exactly. That's like there's nothing that I could say that hasn't already been said about the greatness of Ozzy. Y'all want to do like a moment of silence or something? I don't know. Yeah. Sucks, man. I know, I was trying to look up, because I know, I think it was Doggy said yesterday in our kind of group chat that, somebody said it was, that assisted basically or whatever. I couldn't find anything out about that. So I don't know. I was just wondering if he had heard anything more, but yeah, exactly. And yeah, we had talked about that yesterday, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I saw a little blurb when I was scrolling through Facebook about Cosby coming out and saying that, he kind of felt the emotions of when, his son was murdered kind of all over again, learning that that Malcolm had passed away. So, yeah, let's see here. What other news do we got? Oh, here's one. A naked man is accused of trying to set a Florida gym on fire. Because, Florida, nakedness, gyms. Why not? Police say Henry Antonuez Alvarado ran through the Planet Fitness in Fort Myers at closing time wearing nothing but confidence. and he was asked to leave. Hey, why was he asked to leave? I thought it was a no judgment zone. I mean, come on now. Anyways, was asked to leave. Instead, he went to the bathroom and allegedly tried to start a fire. As police tried to wrangle him, he tried to climb into the facility's ceiling. He was found hiding in a tanning bed. He's facing multiple charges, including indecent exposure and arson. It's another day in Florida at the gym. Bullshit. Are you serious? No alligator was involved. But are you serious, Tactical? I figured it was. Mia, she said it was the Parkinson's. And I figured it was, there's rumors that popped up. But, I did also have to, kind of inquire because, Robin Williams. So. Right? That's a great question, Jim. See, this is why I'm not a reporter. I don't want to know. Yeah. Um, you know, what just I saw that. That's all there is about that story. So, let's do this. What is going on here? All right, so apparently
Scars on my skin tell the story I've lived. Each cut and each bruise a lesson they give. Time keeps ticking, mending what's torn. From pain I was broken, but now I am reborn. Scars make me stronger. They light up my soul. A map of survival, where life took its toll. Can outrun the shadows, the past I've known. But one day they'll call me home. Echoes of heartache, they fade in the night. The tears of the past now fuel my fight. I wear them with pride like a soldier's creed. Every scar is a chapter, every wound I've freed. Scars make me stronger. They light up my soul. A map of survival, where life took its toll. Can outrun the shadows, the past I've known. But one day they'll call me home. Echoes of heartache, they fade in the night. The tears of the past now fuel my fight. I wear them with pride like a soldier's creed. Every scar is a chapter, every wound I've freed. Scars make me stronger. They light up my soul. A map of survival, where life took its toll. Can outrun the shadows, the past I've known. But one day they'll call me home. These hands, they have trembled, but still they create a future that's mine, rewriting my fate. The cracks in my armor let the light in. I rise from the ashes again and again. Scars make me stronger. They light up my soul. A map of survival, where life took its toll. Can outrun the shadows, the past I've known. But one day they'll call me home.
there we go, man. Yeah, tactical. That was there we go. All right, we're back now. We got it. Hey, look, we've made it through the first half hour. Kind of feeling confident. Let's see. Wait. Did somebody say Brandon? He's back? Where's he at? I haven't seen him yet. What is going on? Anyways, welcome back, everybody, to Rich and the Nobody, aka Patrick and the People. Now, got a little doggy. Everybody helped me out in comments, so appreciate that, man. And appreciate y'all joining in and chatting with me this morning. Anyway, sorry. Where were we? What were we talking about? Back to everything. We'll just start off here. So yeah, but Tactical, you're absolutely welcome, man. I mixed up everybody's. So I took the whole weekend and like cleaned out the deck and the software that we use and loaded all of the AI songs back in and mixed them up on the board because I know everybody was saying, that kind of seemed like the same ones were getting played, and trust me, it is completely random. We just come in and go, that one. Yeah. So anyways, hopefully y'all enjoy it. And they mixed up a little bit. You too, Mia, take care. Thank you for tuning in. I got something in my freaking eye. Oh, that was annoying. Anyways. So yeah, Patrick out sick today. I'm running the show. Brandon is missing in action. It's fun. What do you mean? Wait, I cleaned. I cleaned what? Anyways, let's see. There was a story here that caught my eye. Where was it? Oh, so y'all remember oh gosh, it was probably about a month ago or so. We talked about that painting or that art, whatever you want to call it, where it was a banana taped to a wall that sold for like $9.5 million. Y'all remember that? I know it takes a minute to get through, so. That's a good one, doggy. But yeah, y'all remember about the $9.5 million banana that was some art exhibit taped to a wall and somebody bought it and blah blah blah, and yeah, dude, it was the craziest thing I've ever heard of. Well, if you don't remember it, it's back in the news again. Why? Well, there was a visitor in France going through a museum, and the piece was titled "Comedian." And anyways, they were touring the museum, and apparently they decided to get a little bit, they decided they were a little hungry, and they ate the banana. $9.5 million banana. Yep. Was eaten by a galley goer at the Centre Pompidou Metz in eastern France on July 12th. According to a statement from the museum, the security team acted quickly and calmly according to internal procedures. Said the artist was disappointed that the visitor had considered the fruit itself to be the artwork instead of eating the skin and the tape that held it in place as well. The gallery has not filed a police report. Says comedian is intended to demonstrate the absurdity of financial speculation and the fragility of knowledge systems that underpin the art market. It's a freaking banana. They were hungry. They ate it. A $9.5 million? Yeah. $9.55 million banana. Anyway. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Hey, I think I hit you up. I want to be sure you got your tickets, man. We'll get the paintball shot reset, but I still got you your tickets, bro. So let me know that you got those. And again, if you're just tuning in and joining us this morning, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, wherever, doing a contest this morning. I've been authorized by the wise guys. We're doing family 4-packs of tickets all week for the final home game this Saturday. Playoff implications on the line, man. There ain't no other way to say it. When we win, and we will win, we go to the number 2 seed and get to have home field advantage on hosting a playoff game. So, all right, but thank you for letting me know. I will get with them and be sure that you get them here soon. But yeah, thank you, bro. Anyways, Chance to win a family 4-pack tickets. If you are listening, just head on over to our YouTube and like and subscribe on there. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube. Then just pop in the comments on there and say what's up. It's really the show within the show. That's pretty much our most active comment section. Little doggy, tactical turkey, Latasha hang out in there. Bundy's in there a few times. Jay, Degenerate Jim, Mistress Mayhem. So there you go, little doggy. Yeah. So yeah, come on over there, hit the subscribe button, follow us, and then just type in there so I can get your name, and I'll pick a winner out here at the end of the show. Already got a few people entered in there, obviously. So thank you to Mia and Dovey, and of course everybody else that's in the chat also. So keep popping in, keep spreading the word, and keep sharing it out. After you like and subscribe, just share it out on your Facebook or all social media platforms. Let them know where to be. So anyways, we were talking here. I did find a story. Ozzy Osbourne, as we all know, the Prince of Darkness, has passed away. His family shared a statement yesterday saying it is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time, of course. So, yeah. Man, again, sad day. Sad day. So we were talking about AI a little earlier too, and new research has come out that reveals Americans significantly overestimate their ability to detect AI-generated misinformation. According to a study from Social Trait, 88% of Gen Z and 84% of millennials say they're confident they can spot AI-generated content, but the success rates of the tech-savvy are closer to 40%. While younger Americans are the most confident and digitally engaged, they're also the ones sharing AI-generated content most often. So it's getting better out there. And really it is. Like, what up, Luke? How you doing, man? I need an emotional support horse today. Well, fair enough, Latasha. Whoa. Whoa. Where is it? There's got to be a button here. Nope. There it is. Huge news from Luke Shoemaker. He said he's about to make his announcement on his socials, but wanted to give us all the exclusive first. He just got word that his latest single, Losing Sleep, hit full rotation on Sirius XM Octane. So, hell yeah, bro. That's awesome, man. Seriously. That's freaking sweet. Real quick off the top of my head, because I can't look it up. Do you know what channel Sirius XM Octane is? Throw it up in chat so we can all go listen to that. And I know I will definitely throw that on my way home today. So, man, that's awesome. Need to get you in here and talk about it, man. See, this is Patrick, and everybody chose the wrong day to miss, man. Y'all want to go be sick today? I decide to show up. Luke comes in and helps me out by dropping some huge news there. So, thank you, Luke. Appreciate that, man. Seriously, congratulations. The Evaluating Online Information Trustworthiness from Social Trait finds that Americans significantly overestimate their ability to detect AI-generated misinformation. The problem is that makes them even more vulnerable to digital manipulation. Dude, it's getting better. Even I'm having a little bit of trouble. So, like, I've watched a couple videos and been like, wait, was that AI? Let's see here. Just 3% of respondents in all age groups feel fully prepared to navigate AI-driven media. XM37, thank you, Tactical. So everybody be sure, if you have Sirius XM, tune in channel 37. And be sure to check out Luke's new latest single, Losing Sleep. And they'll be guaranteed to play it on there. It's in full rotation on Sirius XM Octane. Again, XM37. So set those dials after you're done listening to Patrick and the people. Um, again, man, that's freaking huge news. So sweet. Another 14% say they don't prepare. What's ouch? Ouch, what? Another 14% say they don't feel prepared at all, and baby boomers are 3 times more likely than Gen Z to feel unprepared. 97%, however, that's interesting. So almost all participants, 97%, agree that AI generated content. Oh, I'm sorry, I read it wrong. They agree that AI generated content should require labeling. Yeah, absolutely. I agree because it's getting a little too real. So yeah, I would think so. 1% saying that disclosure isn't necessary. No, because I mean, at some point, you're gonna have people suing other people over things they saw that was an AI video and blah blah blah. Anyways, nearly 3/4, 72% say they're not very likely to believe controversial videos if they can't verify them. Yeah, so it goes on. Again, I mean, AI, it's it's taking over. It's becoming way more crazy. So, I guess Malaysia broke the internet with McDonald's new extra extra large fries. What just happened? Are we still here? Are we good, everybody? Cool. Hopefully. Anyways, Malaysia apparently broke the internet by announcing XXL fries, from McDonald's. The actual meal was called the Fans Fries Meal, and it featured an extra wide box of fries meant to be shared or even eaten solo. Unfortunately for Americans, it was a limited time offer. Fans across Malaysia, only I saw a picture of it. It was like a freaking just huge box. Remember when McDonald's used to do the bucket of fries? Dude, oh my gosh. Anyways. Let's see what else here. Scrolling through. Let's see. We care about that. So, a 38-year-old from Melbourne. Wait, what? What is going on in chat? What's up, Brad? How you doing, man? Are you talking about my voice, Jim? Right? What is going on? Anyways, apparently today's economy, of course, leading to some interesting choices for couples. So a 38-year-old woman from Melbourne, Australia, left a taxing job and expensive living situation to move into her aunt's retirement village about a year ago. It cost $325 per month compared to the $1,800 to just over $3,000 per month for similar apartments in her area. She lives in a 2-bedroom unit, enjoys its peace, and finds comfort in the community of older adults. Her days now include chair yoga, morning walks, bingo, cycling, baking, freelance writing, and relaxed porch conversations. She says living there has boosted her mental health and changed her view of aging. She sees the retirement village as her permanent home, appreciating the slower pace and genuine connections with her neighbors. So apparently this is a thing now. Patrick was talking about micro retirements last week, and now people are moving into 38-year-olds, I'm 39, are moving into retirement homes. I mean, isn't there like an application process and all that? Don't you have to go meet with somebody and, talk to them and obviously see that you're 38, not, 70s, 80s. I don't know what the appropriate age is to go to a retirement home now, but anyways. No, Brad, he didn't get his money back. In fact, they ended up tracking him down, and last I heard was They sent like a picture with like kind of a ransom note or whatever, and we all just were like, yeah, we'll press on. It'll be sad. No, I'm kidding. He's sick. He was out today. He messaged me earlier this morning and said he couldn't make it. Yeah, exactly. He's micro retired. He got that $750 back and was like, screw it. I'm going to the liquor store now. No. But yeah, he's out sick today. Brandon's out. So, in today's episode, we're going to witness a live dumpster fire, which it hasn't been so far too bad. Anyways, welcome y'all. Anybody just joining us, thank you for joining. Thanks for saying what's up. Don't forget, share the YouTube out. We are giving out a family 4-pack of tickets to the Wise Guys games this Saturday. Last final home game in Hot Springs, Bank OZK Arena. Playoff implications on the line. It's going to be a heck of a game, y'all. So if you'd like to win that family 4-pack of tickets, all you got to do is hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube and share it out amongst your socials if you could. And come and chat and say what's up so I can grab your name and we'll get you entered in. And before the show is over today, we'll pick out a winner. So let's go to Belleville, Illinois. Why not? So apparently this happened last week. Kathy Bledsoe asked a teenage, so she was the manager. Kathy Bledsoe's the manager, asked a teenage employee to take out the trash. When the teen refused, clocked out, said, I'm done, went home. I'm not taking out your trash. You do it yourself. Her 35-year-old mother, Tinica McKinsey, arrived with another juvenile to confront the manager. The interaction escalated when McKinsey allegedly struck the manager behind the counter. In response, the manager pulled out a gun and fired one shot, wounding McKinsey in the leg and another woman in the restaurant. Both women were taken to the hospital. The manager, Bledsoe, was arrested and charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon, while McKinsey faces charges of aggravated bobbery, aggravated battery, and mob action. Yeah. So, again, FAFO, I guess, huh? That team was not taking out the trash, and so the manager was, hey, I'll serve you up this Big Mac, yeah. Anyways, that's something. Wonder how that's going to work for the next job. Why did you leave your previous job? Well, see, they asked me to take out the trash, and I don't do trash, so... I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. Right, mistress? There you go. Anyways, also saw this morning when I was scrolling through, viewership for the WNBA All-Star Game certainly didn't help the players' cause. Before Saturday night's WNBA All-Star Game, players were wearing shirts that read, "Pay us what you owe us." I saw others that were like saying, like pay us what we're worth or whatever. But now that the viewership numbers are in for that game, it's hard to imagine they're on the same page with the league on what that dollar amount might actually be. Out of the 2.19 million who watched the game, it was down a full 38% from the previous year when the WNBA All-Stars played the Olympic team. If television numbers continue to live like that, the WNBA continues to lose money. It's hard to imagine a new collective bargaining agreement that makes players happy. Yeah, I mean, they've got to figure out something to do to start drawing in more people. And, I get the pay you what you're worth, and I understand that you may think you're worth a certain amount. About what you think you're worth and, what makes sensible business decisions is not always the same thing. I mean, Would you rather get paid this much while we work on a way to make more money? Or would you rather not get paid anything while we, are no longer in existence because we can't make any money? So I saw somebody earlier had posted because I had seen it on Facebook and they had posted a comment that said, they should just mix it with the NBA, which, hey, maybe it might not be a bad idea. I mean, sort of like an opening game or something, I don't know. Anyways, what's up, Mark? How you doing, man? Another survey that was done recently says 1 in 4 Gen Z workers regret going to college or wish they chose a higher paying field. Gen Zers have regrets about college, whereas prior generations may have had regrets about things they did in college. Gen Zs having regrets about going to college in general. 1 in 4 regret going to college. 13% would have preferred a skilled trade or no degree career. 12% would have pursued a creative or passion-driven degree. 32% are happy with their education path. Says here, many older generations had the luxury of living in a market where their college degree was practically a get-a-job-free card after graduation. Now, with more and more people pursuing higher education, fewer and fewer entry-level roles, and the breakneck speed of evolving technology, there's a lot more uncertainty and lack of guarantees. Yeah, absolutely. Again, that was something that was, I graduated from a degree in radio, or I graduated from a college in Michigan with a degree in radio broadcasting. It was a trade school, but I got a degree, and I thought, forever that was that, oh, okay, I'm gonna go do this, and then I'll go start out small time radio somewhere, and eventually 5 to 10 years I'll be on KROQ out in LA or something, and we all see how that went according to plan. And really it's not till recently that I debuted in announcing in 2018. Even between that, I probably took off a year, so it's been within the last, I'd say 2 to 3 years that I got really back into it. Within the last year that we've been doing the podcast, and none of this was gotten by me saying, oh, I graduated from college with a radio broadcasting degree. It hasn't served me any good career-wise. But it always goes back to the same thing. And I had dropped out of high school midway through my 10th grade year because I didn't want to be there anymore. I was done with it. The school, the extracurricular classes that you had to take, I forget what they were called, but we always had to select 2, and it wasn't anything that I was interested in. It was, automotive or woodworking or computer-aided drawing, like architectural stuff. And that just, I didn't care for it. So, I asked my parents, I said, hey, can I just drop out? I'm done. I've got a job. They're offering me 40 hours a week, benefits and everything. Can I go do that? And I'll still go get my GED, but, and honestly, I don't regret that decision at all, because one thing that I've learned that they don't teach in school, and they really need to, if they want to create anything new as far as a course goes of something to teach these kids in school, teach them how to network, how to talk to people. That's just me. I know I'm getting heated about that, but it's so aggravating because it's so easy. And a little bit of integrity, professionalism, and just going up and and being open and for lack of a better term, being vulnerable, and just introducing yourself to people, networking, asking how you can help, asking for feedback, that will take you so far. So far. Just a little bit of friendly advice. Anyways. Apparently this is a new thing on TikTok. If you've been on TikTok lately, you may be surprised. And I don't disagree with this. People are posting their resumes. TikTokers are now sharing simplified versions of their resumes, calling it mini resumes through short videos. At the beginning of each video, a text overlay says, "I heard we're connecting on LinkedIn. Here's my mini resume." The person that introduces themselves shares that this sounds like a decent idea, actually. The person that introduces themselves shares their current role, their industry, any accomplishments or skills, and the details of their LinkedIn. Apparently, why they're doing this is to quickly highlight their qualifications in a creative and attention grabbing way. One TikToker, Leah Moreno, who's a PR and marketing director in Atlanta, Georgia, shared her mini resume while on the train going home from work. By the time she got off the train, she had 8,000 views on her video. Wow. And now it has 146,000. That's not all either. She got over 3,000 LinkedIn invites within the first 2 days of posting the video. This is brilliant. Even experts approve of this trend. This is exactly, a creative way to network. Even experts approve of this trend. It demonstrates adaptability, creativity, and drive, for sure. All qualities that employees value no matter the season. It also gives you control over your narrative in a way that traditional resumes and job applications can't. In today's market, you need to be a master of first impressions, and a mini resume delivers just that. Absolutely. I think it is genius. I will probably do it myself. And that's just, yes. Yeah. I agree with that, Jim. Absolutely. Absolutely. Financial responsibility and networking. Those should be, let's prepare them for the real world. Like, those are two real world skills that you need. So, speaking about that, these are apparently things that millennial parents wish their boomer parents understood. Says parenting now is a lot different than when our parents were doing it. Times have changed. Our parents don't always get that, though. Millennials are venting about the things they wish their boomer parents understood. Here's what they had to say. So, y'all chime in and let me know what you think. Sorry, I was reading a comment here. Tactical said, we do that, Jim. We homeschool, but are in a small network of folks, county homeschool group. We get together for park days, activities, etc. For the older kids, there's a financial program. Yeah, Patrick and I were talking about that the other day over text. I'll have to have him bring in the story. Maybe tomorrow if he's feeling better. But about these new online schools popping up and how they're like targeting certain curriculum. And I was like, dude, we had the difference of opinions on it. Cause like, don't get me wrong. I am very much in that group of, I don't understand why we have to teach some things or why they feel the school needs to teach some of these things. But then on the other hand, like, we can't go picking and choosing and having, an a la carte cafeteria line menu of, what kids are going to learn in what school. It's just not going to, you have to prepare them for the world to be a functioning member in the world that we are given now. And I'll be the first one to come out and say, dude, this world is not the world that I grew up in. It's not. And we didn't get a manual. We have to kind of figure it out on our own and go, okay, apparently this is okay to do now. Because, like, back in my day, you called your friend something, or said, whatever, and, you might punch them or something, and then, y'all are back to being friends again. Like, or, you razzed each other back, man. That was being a friend. Now everybody gets their feelings hurt and cancels everybody, and you offended this group, and they're going to destroy your life, and it's just, I don't know, man. It ain't the world I grew up in. So, I mean, and I agree with that, I understand that, Tactical. I just don't know, man. Like, I'm on the fence about it. I just, again, and I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, because there's absolutely times when I've thought about it. There's absolutely been times when I'm like, I'm not feeling what the school's teaching. I'm not feeling what they're doing, And I know they've got great programs out there that, you can basically, your child has, it's like a virtual teacher. I mean, it's a real person, but, they're sitting in front of the computer and they're in a classroom setting with a real teacher right there, and everybody can see everybody and all that. But again, like, I see the other side of that. I mean, obviously looking at a screen isn't for extended periods of time isn't good. We don't want to have too much screen time. But on top of that, like, it's it's just it's a sheltered, curated version of the world. As we're in it, because again, if we don't teach them, hey, these things exist out there, like, they're not going to know. So again, I don't know. It's just, that's my personal, whatever. Again, I don't think they need to know everything, but also, like, yeah, I guess that's the way to put it. Socialization. Like, you can't, I don't want my child to go out into public and see somebody handicapped, somebody, that might be, missing a leg, somebody that may be, a bit of smaller in height than me. And, and I notice it, like, from being, with other things that I do, like, they kind of look and they're like, what the hell is that? And it's just not, no, you can't do that. Like, but again, that's, those are just real world things that you have to come across or cross that bridge when you get to it. So I agree, Landon. Absolutely. And thanks for joining in. No/limited social media was a way better way to grow up. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. See, that's part of my thing too, Brad. Like, I'm not a teacher, I didn't even, freshman, dude, my GPA in my freshman year was 0.25%. That's how much I hated school. It wasn't that I couldn't do it. Like, I would go in every year and be like, yep, it's going to be a great year. Of course, I didn't know also, and now I know that I have ADHD. But, like, I'd go in and, like, for the first 2 weeks, I would give a shit. Forgive me. Where's the button? There you go. Anyways. And then, like, afterwards, I'd be like, yeah, no, when I did it, it turned out good, but, dude, and that's awesome, and great job, Tactical. Like, seriously, props to you, applause, man, that you're able to do that. And that, again, that is an awesome benefit of it. I just don't know. Of course, we kind of got a little bit off topic there, because that was more, we started on that about, and you said you had gotten the article too, but we had started that more about what that article was that Patrick had said. I'm going to have to see if I can find that. So anyways, y'all, I'm about to play a song. Take me a little break here. We'll be back in just a minute. If you haven't already, or you're still tuning in or just joining us, remember, we got a family 4-pack of Wise Guys tickets to give away today. All you got to do, head over to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers so we can have more fun within the comments. We can do games and just lots of crazy things. We can open up the ranking system more. So yeah, y'all head over to YouTube, like, subscribe, and share, and then just jump in on the comments, man. It's like the show within the show. Jump in there, say what's up, introduce yourself, and I'll write down your name, and we'll get you entered in for a chance. Family 4-pack of tickets to the Wise Guys game this Saturday in Hot Springs. Final home game of the season and playoff implications on the line. So get your tickets while you can. We'll be back here in just a minute.
Yeah, I'm living in a world where they can't let it go. All these fake ass smiles, man, I'm seeing the show. People pointing fingers like they run the block, but I'm sitting back chilling, not giving a fuck. I've been trapped in the drama, they can keep the pain. Caring about the haters, that's a lost campaign. Life's too short to be caught in the trap, so I'm burning all the bridges, yeah, I'm cutting that crap. Fucking caring fucking sucks, that's why I don't give 2 fucks. No fucks given, I'm rising up like a phoenix from the muck. Plot twist in the story, I'm the one they hate, but I'm living on my terms and there ain't no debate. down, yeah, I threw away the key. They want my attention, man, they gotta pay a fee. Words that they spit, it's a circus act, but I'm the lion roaring, you know I'm done with all that crap. Fakes in my face, can't keep up the charade. Talking all that nonsense like I'm here for a debate. But this is my life, I'm living it raw. I'm done with the caution, I'm breaking all the law. Fucking caring fucking sucks, that's why I don't give two fucks. No fucks given, I'm rising up like a phoenix from the muck. Plot twist in the story, I'm the one they hate, but I'm living on my terms and there ain't no debate. What's with the pressure, why they want me to break? I'm a bomb waiting, can't you see the quake? So I'm shouting out loud, yeah, I'm taking a stand. With every single word, I'm reclaiming my land. Fucking caring fucking sucks, that's why I don't give two fucks. No fucks given, I'm rising up like a phoenix from the muck. Plot twist in the story, I'm the one they hate, but I'm living on my terms and there ain't no debate. What's with the pressure, why they want me to break? I'm a bomb waiting, can't you see the quake? So I'm shouting out loud, yeah, I'm taking a stand. With every single word, I'm reclaiming my land. Fucking caring fucking sucks, that's why I don't give two fucks. No fucks given, I'm rising up like a phoenix from the muck. Plot twist in the story, I'm the one they hate, but I'm living on my terms and there ain't no debate. Oh God, oh God, are you listening, cuz? Oh, I got a story for you. Oh God, oh God, this is how it was. I'm telling you it's all true. It's not a story that I wanted to tell, and I'm so sorry if I might seem unwell. The most beautiful devil, ooh, she looted my soul. Thought she was on level, now certain she's from below. Lord, can you tell me how to get back what's taken? Much sweat on my brow from all the brain raking. Got hoodwinked somehow with all that love making. My life on a plow and I never had this much aching. If God is too busy to hear, got bigger fish to fry, is there an angel near? Maybe she can hear me cry. If not God nor angel either, maybe there's a holy being who won't appease her and can stop the bleeding. Lord, can you tell me how to get back what's taken? Much sweat on my brow from all the brain raking. Got hoodwinked somehow with all that love making. and I never had this much aching. I'm telling you it's all true. I'm telling you it's all true. God, I hope you're not too busy to tell me what to do.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I was jamming to that one for a minute. What's up, y'all? See, comments are lighting up here. We hit a hot topic issue for y'all, huh? I'm gonna have to scroll back through. Yeah, Landon, I saw a comment here. Jeez, what is going on? All right, sorry. Started getting bombarded with other messages. Apparently the world just woke up. Where was it there? Landon said, hope this song is on the playlist because, none of give any Fs. I believe it is. If not, you can check out on YouTube there, Landon. I know that Brandon's been working on getting some of the songs loaded in. I just, like I said, officially loaded all of our songs in that have been done. So they should be getting more up there here soon, if they're not already. But if not, man, hit me up on Facebook, Rich Rockwell, and I can figure out a way to get you a copy of the song, man. By the way, Landon is that because I only see Landon, and to me the profile picture looks this big, so all I see is really the YouTube icon. But is that Landon that I know from Hot Springs, from Spa City Hit List? If it is, say what's up, man. And what's up, yo? Thanks for tuning in. We had talked about y'all a little early on, man. That thanks for capturing that video of me announcing at the Wise Guys game, man. That was killer. So anyways, if that's you, man, what's up? If it's not, hey, it's still good to know you, man. Thanks for joining in. And don't forget, everybody, again, giving out that family 4-pack of tickets to the Wise Guys this Saturday. There in Hot Springs, Banco ZK Arena, Oaklawn Field. It's going to be a game, baby. Playoff implications on the line. All you got to do to have a chance to win that family 4-pack is give us a like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, Patrick and the People. Share it out. We're trying to get it up to 1,000 followers. They've got this comment ranking system thing that everybody's into, and once we get to 1,000 followers, man, we can, I was looking up stuff, we could do trivia, while the show is going on, have, a little, game inside of YouTube, that would give out points. You can do, super chats. You can do, stickers. It's crazy. So, anyways, so we were talking a minute ago about things that millennial parents wish their boomer parents understood. Says parenting now is a lot different than when our parents were doing it. Times have changed. Our parents don't always get that, though. Millennials are wishing about the things venting about the things they wish their boomer parents understood. So let's see what's here. Says, I wish my parents knew that we have to parent so much differently than they did back in the day. We have to parent with paid help, whether that's a nanny or au pair. The village is available, but at a cost. Absolutely. 100% I would agree with that. It is different. And no worries, man. No worries, Landon. Thanks for tuning in, bro. And welcome. Yeah, and absolutely. No, you're not just a regular dude, man. You are, as we've coined and as I coined. This is the tribe for the tribeless here, man. So you are more than welcome. Thanks for joining in, man. And I got your name down for... Oh, okay. Okay, all right, cool. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. I got your name on there for the tickets, so definitely appreciate it, man, and share it out. But yeah, I agree with that. It is a different way of parenting. I mean, again, just look at the whole getting your butt whooped issue. That was something that was very real when I was a child, but now, yeah, not so much. I will say it's still more prevalent being from the north. It's still way more prevalent in I guess not frowned upon in the south as it is up there, for sure. So, I was chuckling at Landon's comment there. Says many millennials prioritize their own mental health and their children's emotional well-being, embracing therapy, mindfulness, and open communication about mental health. They want their parents to recognize that mental health is not a taboo topic, but an integral part of raising happy, resilient kids. Again, yeah, to an extent. I mean, you know, again, I'm sure if I sat down on a couch and dove into everything that ever, I went through or whatever, and I've been to, we've talked about the Ash app that Patrick and I use. I've been to therapy myself. Um, and there's nothing wrong with it. Absolutely. I would encourage it. But at some point too, like I also, and maybe it's just how I dealt with it, but I looked back on it and, yeah, it sucked. Yeah, those were horrible experiences, to go through or whatever. And I really didn't have, like, when I look back on it, I really didn't have a bad life. Um, you know, there were certainly things that I wanted that I couldn't get, but, I was also taught a hard work ethic. And if you want those things, you work hard to get them. And then you do get them. So, you know, I don't regret learning that lesson at 10 or 11 years old versus, 40 or 50. Um, but yeah, I do, we all do that. We raise children differently. My dad was easier on me than his dad was simply because of that reason. My dad used to tell me stories about when he was a kid and he'd sit down for dinner and his dad, so my grandpa on his side, would sit down at the table and pull up his chair and then pull off his belt, sit down at the table, pull up his chair, and then set his belt right on the table next to my dad's plate. And if my dad didn't clean his plate, he was getting that belt. My dad never did that to us. Most of the time when I was old enough, preteens, 12, 13, 14, I didn't even have a curfew. My parents were like, just let us know where you're going to be at. Did I still get into stuff? Absolutely. What teenager doesn't? Have I done stuff that they still don't know about? Absolutely. What teenager hasn't? You know, but I don't, I don't regret my upbringing at all. Um, but it is a different, those are all things to think about. And again, that's what I'm getting at is like, yeah, I do put emotional health a bit more higher on a pedestal because I've learned more about it and how important it can be. Um, but yeah, it is still a taboo topic to my parents, and I understand why. My dad is no longer here. He passed away 2 years ago to cancer. Bless his soul. Miss you, Dad, obviously. But like, taught me valuable lessons. Um, and I understand that's the way they were raised. You work hard, you provide for your family, you take care of things, and that's what you do as a man. You know, you don't have time to sit there and cry about it. Toughen up, get the job done. That's life. So I don't know. Anyways, uh, sorry, just catching up on some comments here. Yeah, yeah. Degenerate Jim said, I always dreaded the pick a switch scenario. Yeah, I always heard stories about that never working out well. They never approved of what you brought it in first. Yep. Yeah, little dog, he said, my dad grabbed what was near and wailed. Oof, 2x4, yeah. The antenna off the old Ford truck said tactical turkey, fly swatter. Those fly swatters in your grandma's hands, yep, yep. I'm not gonna disagree with you, Tactical. A good old fashioned American ass whooping is definitely what some people need. Um, I don't consider myself like, and given, like, I think maybe I had my ass tore up like a couple of times when I was a kid. Normally I was a softie. My dad, when he got serious, scared the hell out of me. He was in the he had been in the Air Force for basic, and it's a bit of a story there. He ended up not finishing it and everything, and it was a trauma thing that happened, and it's not my place to tell. Um, but anyways, the dude when he got mad, my dad would, I tell you what, to the day, he remembered how his drills instructor sounded while he was in the Air Force, because that's what we got. We would get the yelling and the jumping and the, do this and you better or I'm gonna, and yeah. And it was enough for me to be like, all right, I'm going to my room. I'll ground myself, Dad. You're cool. I got it, But again, I don't ever consider myself abused, you know. Do I have some mental trauma issues from being a kid? Absolutely, but it's not all my parents' fault, you know. Again, everybody, was so, now everybody's all so protective over, be careful what you say and to who, and don't be bullies, which, again, great lessons. Like, we need to teach those lessons, absolutely. But in my day, it was taught, you know what, just don't listen to them. Just ignore them. That's what you were told. Somebody calls you fat, a dweeb, a nerd, whatever, makes fun of the color of your hair. Oh, just don't listen to them. Just go on about your day. It doesn't matter. That's it. You don't have to react. You don't have to cancel them. You don't have to go protest. Just fucking keep stepping. Excuse me. Wrong button. But that's what it was. Anyways. Donald Bullis on Facebook said, if you don't like what I'm saying, you're probably doing something stupid. Yeah, is that are you talking about like what you were told as a kid? So I don't have the Facebook chats pulled up right now because I'm all by myself here today. So I never pulled them up. So if y'all have been commenting on there, I apologize. I have not been ignoring you. Just one of the channels I know we have the comments pushed through to along with the YouTube comments, and then one of them does not, because it pushes it out both on Patrick and the People, and also Patrick Beam's personal Facebook, and I think it's Patrick Beam's personal Facebook where the comments actually push through to here. Anyways, I'm just rambling really right now, honestly, while I pull this up. So okay. Here we go. Good morning. Now we got them pulled up. Morning, Mark. Morning, dear. Let's see. Who else? Chad Foster. What's up? Lovey-dovey. Betty. Yeah, Donald, if you don't like... Yeah, that's what I was told in the Army. Yup. Yup. If you don't like what I'm saying, you're probably doing something stupid. That sounds like it. Let's see here. Michael Glover. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. He said, can't wait to hang out Saturday. Yeah, Dad's After Dark, man. They're coming out to the game. Hook them up with some tickets. So, oh, that's awesome, man. Glover said a local East End boy made his debut with the Arkansas Travelers last night. Great night for Arkansas baseball. Tyler Cleveland. Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Mitchell said, we're going to need a solo act, bro. I'm going to recommend a tap dance session on the table. Scotty Thorpe said, morning, it's sad parents can't really let their kids out of their sight. We would disappear for hours, go have fun or not, either way. Then just ride your bike home, walk in the door, and nothing was said. Now they can't even play in the yard because your damn neighbor might be waiting to take them. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. No, absolutely, Scotty. And that's what I said earlier. Like, I didn't have a curfew when I was a kid. As long as my parents knew where I was at, I was out riding my bike outside of the streetlights. Be home by the time, come check in at least. If you're not going to stay home, you need to come check in by the time the streetlights are on. And that was really only in the summertime when, we're off of school anyways. There's no reason to be up early in the morning, And you're 14, my parents knew I was going to be up all night playing video games and whatever. That's what I did. But yeah, I can't. No, I won't let no. Not unless I know who you're with, no. Absolutely not. Not going outside by yourself. Are you kidding? There's crazy people out there. Yeah, exactly, degenerate. Yeah, you get those notes in your postcard. Yeah, no. Yeah. Tactical said he probably needed therapy for what he went through a few times. Yeah. But as Degenerate said, it made you tougher, man. You learn to prevail. Kids are look. At the end of the day, kids are resilient, man. Like, anyways, says goes on to say we're focused on creating lifelong memories for and with our kids. Prioritizing vacations with and without kids is just as important as anything else in life. Okay, number one, I'm never going on a vacation without my kid. Why? Why would I? I mean, I guess you could say, like, me, flying, because I don't take him, he goes to the sitters when I go to announce, like, I'm leaving to go to Michigan this weekend, but that's not a vacation, that's work. Even though, I mean, it sort of is, I get to stay in a hotel and everything and, tour around and kind of see some things in between, but, I would never plan a vacation to go on and not take my kiddo. I wish I had the money to go, because vacations are expensive. But anyways, you taking off, doggy? I saw Degenerate Jim say that. So, oh, yep, he said he has to go make a delivery. Y'all have a great day. Thanks, man. Take care, bro. Says goes on to say, one of the biggest struggles seems to be getting my parents to understand that things that were good enough or fine for me or my siblings aren't good enough anymore. From food to schoolwork to sports/extracurriculars, and even what they're watching, there's just a lot more involvement. And the crazy thing is that it's also somewhat expected that millennial parents will be overly involved in their kids' lives. Again, I do agree with that. I don't know if it's, necessarily not understood. I wouldn't say that things that were good enough or fine for me or my siblings aren't good enough anymore. Hell no, it worked just for me. That'll work just fine for you. That's what I say. But there is a lot more involvement, because he wants to, kids, they want to have a phone and a tablet and all that now. And I don't, luckily I was blessed. My kiddo, Jax, from the moment that kid wakes up until the moment he goes to sleep, he wants to be outside. And luckily, we do live in a good neighborhood where there are a lot of other kids around. And, all the parents kind of, like, I have all the parents' cell phone numbers. They have mine. So we all kind of help each other watch each other's kiddos, And also, I just seem to happen to have, like, the cool house, I guess, by the kids. So they always want to come over and hang out and play PS5 and tablet and Nintendo Switch and all the toys that Jax has and hang out with him. So that works out anyways. But I mean, when they're not there doing that, he wants to be outside, and I love that. I don't want him to have a lot of screen time. But when he does have screen time, like, I'm listening, because he loves to get on, like, YouTube Kids or whatever, and like, some of them are cool, Blippi, whatever he watches. I know Peppa Pig was a popular one for a minute, but I've caught a few times, man, some of those videos, they sneak in there, and they mark it for a kid, and there's a message, being played underneath it, and I'm like, hey, turn that off. Like, no, you don't need to be, no. Anyways, what a day it's been. I can't believe it's 8:00 already. Y'all don't forget, of course, big thanks to, I'm not going anywhere right now. We're not wrapping it up, but big thanks to Fitz Auto for their support and sponsorship of Patrick and the People. Longtime sponsors, and if you're in the market for a vehicle, look no further than Fitz Auto, man. They'll get you taken care of. So, let's see here. Checking just the latest update of news. Seeing if there's anything good to talk about. I tell you what, why I do that, why don't we just do this?
It's been a long, bitter road, winding through the sorrow, weighted down an unwelcome load to carry into tomorrow. Scavenging becomes a life skill when you can't fuel the machine.
deep ache within my belly, once roaring but now taken mute. I'm having thoughts though, warily, maybe I can pull off these boots. My toes have become unacquainted with the luxury of being warm. This raw winter tainted in all its festering forms. I'm not certain my vision is right or if my eyes are committing perjury. I swear I can see the edge of the light. I thought God stopped answering queries. The darkness is laid down its arms. The sun is Galahad on a stallion. No longer blind to all the hearts and the fringe of every canyon. Now with the robust, unearthly haste, I'm riding at a pace never seen. In this moment of light, I need to see your face, so I know it wasn't just a dream. I'm not certain my vision is right or if my eyes are committing perjury. I swear I can see the edge of the light. I thought God stopped answering queries. The darkness is laid down its arms. The sun is Galahad on a stallion. No longer blind to all the harms in the fringe of every canyon. In this moment of light, I need to see your face, so I know it wasn't just a dream.
Because we were talking about this the other day, I think. So apparently there's been an update about the Idaho firefighter ambush. Apparently officials in Idaho are releasing more information about its investigation into an ambush that killed 2 firefighters and injured a third. This is just crazy. The suspect, Wes Rowley, started a brush fire with gas, lighters, and a flint lighter. Officials say he met firefighters who arrived at the scene and asked him to move his truck. The contact was described as confrontational. Rowley, or Raleigh, however you pronounce his last name, then hid and shot one firefighter who was injured and killed 2 others. Investigators found several sketches in his apartment that appeared to show his plans for the shooting. So this was even thought out. He thought that he could, apparently, he thought he could be hired. Wait, hang on. In May of this year, Rowley went to a fire station. Hang on here. Yes, sir. I'm on air currently with Patrick and the people. What can I do for you?
Really?
Yeah, really. Everybody say hi to my kiddo who has decided that he needed to video chat me while I'm on air. What do you need, bud?
When are you gonna be home?
As soon as I'm done here. I gotta go though, alright? Love you, buddy.
Alright.
Anyways, it's one of them days. I was like, why is he video chatting me? All right, where were we at here? Yeah, so the contact was described as confrontational. He then hit and shot one firefighter who was injured and killed 2 others. They found several sketches. Apparently went to a Coeur d'Alene, blah, 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 whatever, fire station to ask about becoming a firefighter. He thought he could be hired that day and was upset when he learned there was a process he had to follow. So he was, wow. He died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So yeah, so this dude went, and I thought there was more to the story than that, but that's it. So this dude went, said, hey, I want to be a firefighter. Oh, you mean you got to train for it? You got to work for it? You got to, like, go through a camp and be selected and everything? You know, you want to be sure, like, I can meet all these different expectations? Ah, no, man. I thought I was just gonna fight fires and become a firefighter, man. You know what? I'm gonna just kill everybody instead. Like, wow. Just wow. We were talking, of course, off and on throughout the show today. So another new study has come out about kids that have smartphones before they are 13 years old may have worse mental health outcomes when they're older. More than 100,000 young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 took part in the study. One of the study's authors says the younger the child gets a smartphone, the more exposure to all this impacts them psychologically and shapes the way they think and view of the world. Again, we were just talking about this, man. Limit that screen time. You got to be a present parent. You've got to, you got to be paying attention to what your children are consuming, man. It's not just a built-in free babysitter for you. As much as you want it to be, it's not. Stop using it as it is. Anyways, the most concerning stats are that about 48% of young women who had smartphones by 5 or 6 years old. Man, I can read and talk at the same time. I know I can do it. Who had smartphones by 5 or 6 years old reported having severe suicidal thoughts, compared to 28% of females who had smartphones by 13 or older. As for boys, 31% of those who had smartphones by 5 or 6 years old reported having severe suicidal thoughts, and 20% of males who had smartphones by 13 or older reported having severe suicidal thoughts. So, apparently the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends families follow the 5 C's of media use to combat mental health issues brought on by smartphone use. Where is my drink? So here are the 5 C's. Says child. Consider your child and their personality. What media are they drawn to and how do they react to it? Content. Consider the content of the media your child consumes. Encourage them to consider good media sources. Calm. Help your child learn how to manage their emotions, including without the help of media. Crowding out. Consider what your family would like to spend more quality time doing besides consuming media. And communication. Discuss media with children early and often and encourage learning digital literacy. So there's the 5 C's. Child, content, calm, crowding out, and communication. Again, teach them to be a kid without the electronics. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Tactical. Takes a lot to become a firefighter. You don't just start any day. Let's see here. I need to look this up. So while I'm doing that, let's do this real quick. Y'all got any requests? You want anything special? Let me know. We can probably do a couple songs here. Where is the button?
Big game is on tonight. I got it in some parlays. The 75-inch is shining bright. Got a blizzy in the ashtray. Getting snacks, about to finish. I hear him start the anthem. Gotta hurry, I can't miss this. But then here comes my tantrum. Who the fuck ate my Doritos? Just day before I got the big bag. Nothing here but Tostitos. Ourselves a real scumbag. I don't know if it was my wife or my daughter or my son. How can this even be my life? What the hell have I done? Well, I don't give a damn who done it. They're gonna catch a fresh one. Somebody better haul ass goddamn person in the place. By God, it's only me. Just wanna put the smack on one face, but who knows, maybe three. I'll have to go toasted O's and ranch. Game's already started. I swear to God I'll never answer when they ask who farted. Oh, who the fuck ate my Doritos? Just day before I got the big bag. Nothing here but Tostitos. We got ourselves a real scumbag.
There's the buttons. There they are. All right, what's up, y'all? So we are back. What's up, Brad? Yeah, Tactical was looking for you. All right, so we're gonna do this. I got everybody's name in here. I'm gonna run through them real quick here. Let me know if I'm missing anybody. Again, this is for the family 4-pack of tickets to the Wise Guys game this Saturday. Hot Springs, Arkansas, Bank OZK Arena, Oak Lawn Field. Doors open at 6 o'clock for the Bud Light pre-party. And game starts at 7:05 is when first throw-off is, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Got a lot of things planned, I'm sure. And, of course, playoff implications on the line. So come be a part of the crowd, man. It's one you're not going to want to miss, and it's a great time out there. And hey, if you, depending on where your tickets are, and they fly all over the place, you may get a free souvenir, because if the ball flies out into the stands, you get to keep it. We ask that you return players, but you can have the ball. Anyway, so far for the contest, we got Tactical, Latasha, Little Doggy, Mia, Degenerate, Mistress Mayhem, Landon, Donald Bullis, Mitchell Rudder, Chad Foster, Brad Elkins, Scotty Thorpe, Sean Skelton, Mark Wooten. Is there anybody that I'm missing? What's up, Ray? How you doing, man? Welcome. Just in time, because we were getting ready, so I'm going to add you in there. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe, so Ray Jennings in there. We'll keep it going for a few more seconds because I know there's a delay. But if there's anybody I'm missing, speak up, and we will get you entered in there. I'm going to give away 2 packs because we forgot yesterday to do it. I know we talked about it, but we forgot to do it. So you're going to have 2 chances to win a family 4-pack today. Let's see here. Y'all can tell. First answer that I see correct in comments, that is what will win. So again, if you are on Facebook, I'll try and check the comments there, but it's going to be off of what I see on the screen here. Most of that is YouTube. And then, let me see here, would be so we see the comments from the Patrick Beam. So I'll look at Patrick and the people. So there we go. I'll try and keep my eye on both of them there. But here's the question. 85% of people cringe when they listen to this. What is it? 85% of people cringe when they listen to this. What is it? First person to answer correctly gets you a family 4-pack of tickets. And still waiting to see if I have everybody in on the wheel of names to win a family 4-pack of tickets. Brooks, is that a name or is that something else? Oh, I think you're okay. I think y'all are talking about shoes. All right. So we're gonna play a song here real quick. That'll give enough time. Again, the list of people that I have, and I'll play it underneath. Actually, let's just do it this way. Whatever.
Take a ride down Broadway.
There's a party tonight. The 501's gonna be bumping. Guys better dress right. These Arkansas ladies jumping. And if it ain't us playing, it ain't that 501 party vibe. I mean, I'm just saying, we show the funkiest tribe. We ain't just funky, we funky in your face. We boosting up beats and pushing the bass. 501, so business we carrying beats in a briefcase. Let's go to work. Getting funky in the 5 to the O to the 1. They getting funky on University Avenue, you know, way down Cantrell too. They bustin' beats out on Pleasant Valley, all the way across the city in a downtown Little Rock alley. You damn well know they bringin' that swing over around Geyer Springs. They all just wanna get funked. They wanna feel that backbeat, bouncing in the backseat, riding down these back streets. Put the track on repeat. We ain't just funky, we funky in your face. We boosting up beats and pushing the bass. 501, so business we carrying beats in a briefcase. Let's go to work.
Shout up Arch Street with a funky beat. No funky beat.
Shout out Stiff Station and rolling down Chenal. We in the 501, y'all. Tell me you're feeling this right. That's the 501 on any night.
Here we go. There you go. Can't see, but it's on there. I can bring it up closer if y'all want. Landon, though. Landon, you are the winner of the family 4-pack of tickets. So congratulations, brother. You get 4 tickets to the Wise Guys game this Saturday. Banco ZK Arena in Hot Springs. Doors open at 6 with the Bud Light pre-party. And 7 o'clock. 7:05 is when the game will kick off. So again, congratulations to Latasha and Landon. Don't forget, everybody, we will be giving out more tickets tomorrow and also Friday. And then, yeah, that answer to 85% of people cringe when they listen to this. What is it? Their own voice. So there you go. Landon, be sure to get in touch with me and get me your email address. You can either hit me up on Facebook. It's just Rich Rockwell. You'll see a picture of me in like kind of the studio here. Or just email Patrick at patrickandthepeople.com and let him know you won a family 4-pack of tickets, and he'll give me your email address. So congratulations to Latasha. Congratulations to Landon. Thank you all. Be sure to spread the word and share out the page. YouTube, Facebook, specifically YouTube. Like and subscribe on there. And share it across all social media platforms so we can grow our audience. Thank y'all for joining me. We're going to hang out for a little bit. I don't really have anything else to talk about. But if y'all want to, chat or whatever, I figure we'll play a couple songs while we wrap everything up here. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully Patrick will be here. Hopefully Brandon will be here. But you know what? I fucking did it.
I'm not gonna tell you I'm innocent. No need lying at the start. Don't be thinking I'm here to repent. I'm just telling you my part. On my way from the card game, just aiming to get out of town. I don't even know her name, but the girl, she knew how to get down. I swear to you, I had no clue that she's the sheriff's daughter. Just passing through, would've picked any blonde, but not her. Cut through 2 dark alleyways, I can hear their truck roaring. No matter how much the hand paid, I should have read the warnings. No doubt she was 12 out of 12. That little sweater was popping. Small town girl, big bombshell. But that sheriff, oh, he wasn't stopping. I swear to you, I had no clue that she's the sheriff's daughter. Jenny blonde, but not her. I know he wants to throw away the key, but I've gotten out of worse before. The whole department is looking for me, but I got a show in Baltimore. I swear to you, I had no clue that she's the sheriff's daughter. Hell, I was just passing through, would've picked any blonde, but not her. It was the sheriff's daughter. It was the sheriff's daughter. I'm not gonna tell you I'm innocent. No need lying at the start. Don't think I'm here to repent. I'm just telling you my part.
All right, so we're back. About to wrap it up, y'all. It's been fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, everybody, for chiming in on comments, man. It's been fun, really. It wasn't as bad of a train wreck as I thought it was going to be. So, Latasha, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to give your tickets away, you certainly can. I know you had mentioned earlier that that Brad had got the right answer also. So anyways, if you want to, and Brad wants them, man, you know, I can, yeah, we can do that. But I think you should come to the game personally. I mean, everybody else says it, so, you know, never know. Y'all might have a fun time. Check it out. More chances to win tomorrow if you didn't win today. I'm sure we'll come up with something. Hopefully Patrick will be back tomorrow along with Brandon. But y'all have a good one. Be safe out there. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Later.
What up? PATP up in 2025. Let's go. P-A-T to the mother-loving P. We talking about Patrick is in the myth, the legend, the angry. Hell yeah, he got a click, got a sick click, got a thick click, cause it's mother-loving Patrick and the people. Yeah, it's the sequel, better than a prequel. It's still the same DNA, and we all know Turkey don't play. I'm talking tactical, that's Andy, and on the medical, you got Tasha Mack. Yeah, her and Tom, they got your back. And Lil Doggy, of course, he's in the pack. Big chain, but even bigger attack. He's a printer, not a baker. But you know who's cooking? It's Luke Shoemaker, bonafide rock star, and he's going far, but not like Wendy. She crossing the whole damn country, rolling in a big truck, and no, she don't give a ride to strangers. What about them Rangers? Not Texas, but the U.S. Army. Yeah, he's kinda smarmy. It's Orton, comma Matthew. You see Bigfoot, he's gonna call you. Yeah, bitches, it's Patrick and the people. Yeah, it's the sequel, but better than the prequel. Call Sean Skelton Mr. Twix, cause he always in the mix. And who gotta get they fix of P-A-T-P? It's Crystal, aka Justin's baby. Rolling on two wheels, it's Jay Sorsby. He's the motorcycle mafioso. And if you don't know Brad Elkins, well, what the hell kin? Does he got Jordans? For show. And shout out to Death Metal Disco. That's Darren Riggin, no kin to Kristen. As I'm rigging law, I did that, y'all. That's embedding in the SC. But got my ride in Pulaski, you know her, just say it fits. Auto only place to go, buy their pay there. But this is where I mentioned Joey, also known as Deer Digger. Oh shit, that rhymes with bigger, make a ditch, and you might be a digger. Am I on the line? Shit, go figure. Yeah, 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 go figure. Yeah, bitches, it's Patrick and the people. Yeah, yeah, it's the sequel, better than the prequel. How about those bonus holes. Chad knows he is the sledge in the chair, but check the chat, Kristen's there blowing up his game. And then you got Jamie, the better half of Bundy. He's steady like a Sunday. Electricity is his mission, and all y'all wishing you could be rich as a Rockwell ring. The big bell, he's got a story to tell, and rocking the cameras like a pro. Brandon's on a roll, put it in reverse, Brando. But who has your six? Your boy Gunner always got the tech fixed, but he ain't out here swinging dongles. That would be wrong, old. Just like this rap, put an end to this crap. PATP, get in, you'll see. Best show in the country, cause it's Patrick and the people. Yeah, it's the sequel, better than a prequel. Lay.